I suddenly suspected that my stepmother had poisoned the porridge, so I took a sniff with my own nose. Sure enough, I detected an odd smell. To preserve the evidence, I took out a plastic container and poured all the porridge into it. Worried that my stepmother might notice, I returned the empty bowl to the kitchen and praised her for making such delicious porridge today. But just as I turned to leave, my stepmother called out to me. It turned out she had seen water leaking from my backpack. I could only explain that the water bottle in my bag was leaking. At that moment, I told a lie and hurriedly left. My stepmother didn't think much of it, but when she went to mop the floor, she realized that what was dripping on the floor wasn't water. After leaving, I hurriedly found a friend to help me. I asked my friend to lend me $1,000 to take the porridge for testing. I now suspect that my stepmother poisoned my porridge, but my friend thinks I have paranoid delusions. I explained that it does sound crazy, which is why I need the test to get the truth. But my friend still didn't want to help. That night, my stepmother made a delicious steak dinner. My father praised the taste of the steak, but I refused to eat it. My father asked me why I wasn't eating. I asked to swap steaks with my father because I felt mine had too much fat. Father agreed without hesitation, but my stepmother was unhappy. She said she was fed up with my unreasonable behavior. I retorted just as fiercely. As our argument escalated, my father hurriedly intervened. I had no choice but to take back my own steak. Then I ran to the kitchen with the plate and put the steak in a bag. My father asked me what I was doing. I angrily said that I was collecting evidence of a crime because I suspected that my stepmother had poisoned the food. My father thought I was crazy and rushed over to stop me, but I pushed him aside. This crazy act scared everyone, but I was so emotional that I picked up the knife again. My stepmother saw this and quickly called the police. This caused my emotions to spiral out of control once again. I stabbed my stepmother in the stomach with the knife. Just as my stepmother collapsed, the police arrived at the scene. They immediately restrained me. I was detained at the police station on charges of intentional assault. My father hired the best lawyer to defend me. However, the current situation is highly unfavorable for me. The lawyer advised me to voluntarily admit that I had mental issues. Only then could I avoid imprisonment. But I refused to admit that I had a mental illness. I did not regret my actions at all. At that moment, my younger brother walked in. With tears in his eyes, he urged me to cooperate with the lawyer. Otherwise, he would testify in court that I had a mental illness. Seeing my younger brother crying, I eventually chose to compromise. In court, I voluntarily admitted that I had a mental illness and ultimately avoided prison. But seeing my stepmother's arrogant demeanor left me feeling extremely unhappy. After spending half a year in the mental hospital, my stepmother came to visit me alone one day. She first pretended to show concern for me and even apologized. I didn't want to respond, but my stepmother's next words completely shattered me. It turned out that my father had suddenly died of a heart attack shortly after marrying my stepmother, and he hadn't left any will. Even my younger brother is dying.
I need to see him. I'm afraid that's not possible. He hasn't been feeling well. Stomach pains.
Hearing this, I couldn't sit still anymore. Sure enough, our entire family had been framed by this malicious woman.